Holidays are a time of celebration, a time where we gather together with our team and don't forget all of those yummy sweet treats. How can we harness this energy that we bring to this time of celebration and carry it throughout the whole year?
At the Dental MVP, we use science to teach people skills to you, the dental professionals. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel, the Dental MVP, and don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss out.
One aspect that may separate one company from another company is the people and the things that they do together. When you do those fun and rewarding things together, it is awesome. Now, when those fun, rewarding things are unique to your team, all the more powerful.
Now, this could be something as simple as a uniform. Having that unique uniform to define your team. Think of the Yankees, for instance, right? They can't go out on the field unless they're wearing their Yankee pinstripes. And that makes them feel like part of a team, something that they truly are proud of. Sorry for anyone who's not a Yankees fan. I'm just using them as an example. Please don't call me out on this. But basically, any sports, right? They have their team uniform. And when you wear that, you feel proud to be able to represent each other as part of a team. And when you're part of a culture like that, you really truly feel like you're something bigger than yourself. And when we have that, it actually makes people feel more committed. And when you're more committed, it doesn't matter so much about that fat paycheck that you're going to be there. And you're going to be more likely to face adversity when it comes to you.
Having a defined team culture that your team is proud of can yield benefits beyond just having that team. The first thing it can do is it can help to motivate your team members to excel. Secondly, it encourages them to have professional development and personal development. And lastly, it'll help to recruit new team members. I mean, who doesn't want to be part of a team that has raving team members?
Creating a place to work that everyone loves is probably one of the most important skills you want within your practice. And building a team culture is a great way to do this. Just think of Apple, for instance, right? What did they just do? They just built a multi-billion-dollar facility for all of their employees to be able to exercise, get food, bring their pets, bring their children, whatever they need to do. Everything is there. Why did they do this? Well, yeah, because they have a lot of money and status, but they did this because of their team culture, and they're building that team culture.
Apple built this facility to make sure that all of the essential amenities were present, but also to ensure that all of their team members were able to interconnect, to be able to have conversations with people that they didn't typically work with, to share ideas, and to hopefully give light to new ideas as well.
It's genius. We should definitely take a tip from Apple.
Mm-hmm.
No, not go build a multi-billion-dollar practice. That's not what I'm talking about. Start interconnecting your team. Make sure that everyone knows about each other, what tasks they do on a regular basis. A lot of practices will have cross-training. Make sure that you know how to handle the job tasks that other people do. Whether or not you actually ask them to do that is not what's important here, but what's important is that you understand the difficulty of what others do and that you understand it to the full extent so that you can have appreciation for each other. And that really helps to build that team culture.
Too many dental practices have been caught in these common cutthroat business operating processes that have emerged. So we tend to shorten appointment lengths, focus only on high efficiencies, whether that is increasing case acceptance, all of these metrics that we can measure and ensure that they are growing quickly and very much so production driven. But research shows team culture-wise, this is not effective.
This is that cutthroat, get them in, get them out type of mentality, right? You know what I'm talking about, the 30-minute pro fees where you're dying. You're like, no, I can't do this. We really want to ensure that whatever the team culture is, that you're building that happy culture. So no matter what your scheduling protocols are, that's not what I'm talking about here. But is everyone happy with those protocols? Is everyone happy with the way that the day is running? Research shows that if you have this cutthroat approach, over time, sure, it might be productive today, but over time you will have a decrease in production for so many factors because your team is not happy. And on the flip side, having a happy team has been proven to build that team culture, the longevity of individuals working for you, and your productivity goes up as well.
There's this assumption that fear, pressure, and stress really can push employees to do better work faster and boost production. Overall, this is not true.
Wah, wah.
The fear and stress and high intensity in the short term might capture attention and drive results for a short period of time. But over the long term, it leads to employee disengagement.
It's the inevitable. They're going to get disengaged.
Yes. It's been shown that really what leads to engagement are those feelings of appreciation and respect. Those are what drive long-term success.
All right, get ready for some serious statistics, because Gallup organization showed that these disengaged employees had a whole heck of a lot of impact on the practice. They had 37% higher absenteeism, 49% more accidents, and 60% more errors. We cannot afford errors in the dental industry. And on top of that, they had 18% lower productivity, 16% lower profitability, and 37% lower job growth. Turnover is something that we do not want in the dental practice. There are not a lot of applicants out there. We have a shortage, as there is in the dental profession. And having those disengaged employees or having a high stress environment is going to lead to over 50% more turnover. We don't want that. Now think of this. On the flip side, if you have a good work environment that people enjoy, you've got almost 100% job application rate.
Now we have to talk about also, we're wanting to intrigue those millennials into work as well.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those values and motivating factors have shifted. So they want to know that, well, we want to know that we're able to contribute to a team culture, that we're building something more that goes beyond just us.
Everyone is much more mindful. The new generations are very mindful of their purpose in this world, right? That's what you hear all over. That's what Instagram is about, Facebook, all the social media concepts are about what's your purpose and being more mindful of yourself. And with that, it comes down to your job as well. We talk about work-life integration all the time, and you might hear work-life balance. And that's what these millennials are looking for. They're looking for a way to come to work, to feel fulfilled and feel like there's something bigger than themselves. And again, that's what that team culture brings.
So what is it that you're doing to create team culture now? Do you have matching uniforms? Are you recognizing everyone's birthdays and celebrating? Do you do morning huddles or recognize other small successes that are happening in the practice?
Do you have happy hour at the practice? That's my favorite. Doesn't everyone do that?
I don't know if you should do that one.
It's a fun one. You should do it.
We want to know, how is it that you define your team culture? What is it that you do to celebrate together? Leave some comments about how you would describe your team culture, because we really want to know.
In our next video, we're going to give you some tips and tricks to really create this happy team culture and make sure that you're motivating and engaging your team. Did you like this video? Make sure to like it and never forget to subscribe to the Dental MVP.